How you feeling?
Game 2 of the Eastern Conference Semis. The Wizards come in off a critical Game 1 win and are now poised and prepared as they attempt to take a 2-0 lead against the Celtics. Round 2 of the NBA playoffs continue, coming right up.
The postseason continues to heat up here on 2K Sports. Game 2 of the Eastern Conference semifinals on the way. I'm Brian Anderson, and joining me at the table, Richard Jefferson and Grant Hill. We've also got Allie LaForce bringing us reports. Looking now at the lineup for the teams tonight, some names out of action.
And in the postseason, you'd love to be at full strength, but neither team is, and they've got to deal with it.
Looking at the starting five for Boston. Tatum at the 4 with Kata in at the 5. Their backcourt, Pritchard and White, and it's Brown in at the small forward position. And for Washington, they've got Chris Middleton, Trae Young out there with MP. Then it's Keyshawn George, and it's Bagley in at the center position. You take a look at the Celtics. They came up short in Game 1 of this series. Still, they showed some positive signs to carry into this one.
It's all about making the adjustments for this game. They can steal home court advantage if they execute their plan.
And as it goes out of bounds, Washington able to keep possession. It's time to take a glance again at that superb block.
You know that block has him and his teammates all pumped up. That is what playoff basketball is all about.
And now a timeout called by Brian Keefe. We might see him looking to make some tweaks to the strategy. Tipped away. It's stolen by Tatum. Out to the wing. Pritchard, the pass to Brown. Nice ball movement by Boston. And here's Tatum. Top of the key. Here's Kata. Second chance shot. And the layup is up and in.
How about the level of activity this dude just brings to the glass? Just refusing to give up on plays. And his teammates, trust me, they appreciate the effort.
Nails it from beyond the arc.
Unselfish from MP, giving someone who has the better look a chance.
A moment to hear from Allie LaForce.
Earlier I spoke with Brian Keefe. We talked about his approach in guarding Jason Tatum. He said we want to crowd Tatum right from the jump and prevent him from getting into an early rhythm, especially from deep. Because when his three-point shot is falling, it opens up the rest of his game. Brian, back to you.
Good job there, Allie. Thanks. It's hauled in by White.
Trying to show off for the fans and give them their money's worth, just couldn't finish.
The kick to Tatum. Sends it home from three-point land. Tatum's got 5 now.
Ideal way to start the game. Come out of the gate and knock down all but one of your first 5 shots.
White against MP. Oh, MP throws it down.
Oh, man. MP, that was nasty.
Well, it's always nice to head up to the connected cam to get another angle of these big plays, courtesy of AT&T. And the bucket is good.
An outstanding first quarter from the field.
MP against White. Oh, MP throws it down.
There you go, MP. Hammer it home, young fella.
And just under 2.5 minutes elapsed here in the first. Here's Tatum. It's rebounded by George.
And even with the miss, that's a high percentage shot for him.
MP, no good.
I thought he had that all sewn up, but somehow the defense just threw him off.
Here's Pritchard. And here's Brown for 3. And it's Bagley with a rebound.
Shocking that he just bricked that one. The defense got real lucky there.
MP drives in. Rebounded by the Celtics. Pass to Pritchard. There's the triple. Again, the miss by Boston. Wizards trail by 4. MP, the pass to Bagley. Now here's MP. Bagley, a screen on Tatum. Here's MP. And MP throws it down hard.
Now, I know he makes it look easy, but it takes incredible physical tools to pull that off.
Athleticism and explosion. Outside Pritchard. Pass to Brown. Fires for 3. Kept alive by Boston. Second shot opportunity. That shot off the mark. And George with some nice D. Middleton passes to MP. Here's Young. Back to MP. Shot clock at 6. Oh! Look out! Ruthless!
How is the hoop still standing?
Ooh! And that will play over and over again in the highlights.
Look at this crowd. They can't believe what they just saw.
Like, what? That looks like something you see in a dunk contest. The confidence to pull that off in the game, that's impressive.
And so Joe Mazzulla calls the timeout. A moment to rest and confer on the game plan. And here now, a list of the players who have had the hottest hand in the playoffs. MP, number 1. On defense, the Wizards. Outside Pritchard. To win the cold spell. And it's MP with a rebound. And so MP will bring it up for the Washington Wizards. And they've had a remarkable postseason record so far. Only 1 loss.
And this group knows how to bounce back. They have a winning attitude, utmost confidence in their ability to figure out defenses and find creative ways to score. Very well coached, and even the younger players on this team have a sense of maturity that's uncommon.
Now here's MP. Give him 8. Oh, MP throws it down!
A savage reverse jam. That takes great body control.
No question. He was making a statement right there, man. Boston trailing. Pass to Brown. Back to Pritchard. Here's Brown. And there's a whistle. He'll head to the line to shoot 2. It's going to be on Keyshawn George.
These are little nuances in Brown's game. He has become an elite scorer.
And both free throws good for Brown. The Wizards have gone 6 of 11 so far. MP. The rebound, Celtics. To the paint. Here's Keita. And it's flushed down. A nice jam.
The value of good ball movement isn't lost on this squad.
And Washington with possession. Trailing by 2. MP against White. And MP throws it down hard.
With the way he can fill it up at this age, it's scary to think how good MP might be in a few years.
Boston's gone 1 for 5 from three-point range. A cold start. Pass to Tatum. Oh, deflected. Stolen by Middleton. Uses the glass on the layup.
We've seen that more than once today. An effortless basket inside.
And the Celtics shooting 46% in the first quarter. Pritchard finds Brown. Pass to Tatum. Let's go with a three. And doesn't connect. That miss makes him 2 for 5. It's stolen by Tatum. Outside Pritchard. Tatum a screen on George. That's tipped. Stolen by MP. Middleton with a screen on White. MP, the pass to Middleton. And it's Middleton finishing it off.
Oh, a beauty. Aggressive move by Middleton. Slamming it in to make a statement.
Tatum against Middleton. Outside Pritchard. Outside Tatum. White for three. Rebound by Middleton. Middleton's got 4 rebounds.
Oh! Okay, that's just insane.
Strong finish.
Oh. When it comes to changing ends, MP does it like only a young man can.
And so Joe Mazzulla calls the timeout. Coach probably just checking to make sure everybody's on the same page here. A big group substitution here for Boston. So it's Boston now. 6-point game. Hauser passes to Brown. Just 5 to shoot. And the jam by Brown.
Such a great athlete, an elite athlete. JB is at his best, in my opinion, when he is attacking the rim.
Now here's MP. 14 points for him.
And this kind of sick slam is just one of the reasons this team is in charge of this game right now, B.A.
You know, there's an edge the way they play and a confidence they're not afraid to show. Here's Brown. Misses off the right iron.
Okay, so if I were to say this was a disaster of a period for him, it would be an understatement. But hey, sometimes you've got to shoot your way out of the slump, even for him.
And his fantastic performance from the last game has carried over to tonight.
He's just riding the wave of momentum right now, getting to his spots and keeping things simple on the offensive side.
Here's Garza, following the score by Washington. Here's MP. Oh, and the dunk by MP.
Building a big advantage early with a terrific all-around performance.
They got off to such a hot start, and that can keep you energized throughout the whole game.
Middleton. Good, and the assist goes to MP. And now a 12-point Washington lead. All right, a look at how the hustle game has been going for the Wizards.
From the tip, they are not making things easy on them. Lots of steals, playing disruptive basketball.
Oh!
Wow.
Big finish right there!
What a finish.
Wow.
They've shown so much energy right from the start, particularly on the offensive end.
They came out swinging, really setting the tone on offense, and the opposition has not been able to respond.
All right, let's get a report from Allie.
Well, MP in the last matchup against the Celtics just played phenomenal. He dropped 50 points, and he didn't need a ton of extra possessions to get to that total. He just went out there and played his game, absolutely owning the opposition in the process. Back to you guys.
Great report there, Allie. Well, that was an incredible night for him. They rode him to that win.
Yet he was more than happy to carry them, B.A. He might still be feeding off that performance heading into this one.
And it's very likely that he and his guys can carry that momentum into this one.
And Washington will go for a different look here. Gills checked in for Bagley. Champagny comes in for Chris Middleton. Koulibaly, he's checked in for George. And it's Carrington in for Trae Young. On the court right now for the Celtics, we've got Jason Tatum, and it's Gonzalez in at the point guard position. With the step back, here's MP. Oh, MP throws it down!
Can you say immediate entry into the highlight reel? Ooh, what a dunk, BA.
It's showtime now, man. They've built up a lead, and they're starting to rub it in. And we're just over 2.5 minutes into the second. Tatum can't hit. Wizards leading by 9. Inside, here's Middleton. Good, and the assist goes to MP. MP's got 4 assists now tonight.
Man, that's now 10 straight points in the paint. I'm not sure what's happened to their defense, man.
And the foul called on MP. That'll be a second foul of the game.
They're having a hard time with fouls. It's still early, but one more and they'll be over the limit.
Washington has gone 4 of 5 from outside the arc in this one. Pass to Middleton. Back to MP. Ooh, plenty of contact on that shot. Officials call the foul, and he'll take 2 free throws now.
I like this from Middleton, using his height inside to generate points.
He's got his first free throws of the night right here. The Celtics making a switch here. Brown's checked in, and the second free throw is good. So it's Boston now. Man, Brown just showing his toughness inside.
Muscling that one in. JB is a strong individual.
The drive by MP, and he gets that one.
His shooting has been fantastic, and this team has leaned on him.
And this is his second trip to the line tonight. Free throw good, MP.
You know, so far, I'm pretty impressed with MP's attitude. He doesn't seem like a young hothead. He knows he's got a lot of work to do on his game.
And the foul called on MP. Washington, they lead by 11 as the quarter comes to a close. What has them in front right now, by and large, they're taking great shots. Back after this.
Hey everybody, a large Game 1 deficit.
Where's the intensity at the defensive end? They need to get a hand up and contest more shots.
Coach needs to encourage them to be better moving forward, just like I do with you guys.
I'd better put my... Looking at how the Wizards are doing in this series. That's it for us. Thanks for tuning in.
Happy to have you back with us for the Eastern Conference semifinals on 2K Sports. Hey, you look at MP in this game, he's been everywhere.
Slicing up the defense, living in the lane, terrific first half for him.
And when you rip through the D like he did in that first half, you gotta stay aggressive. Keep getting to the rim.
We've got Trae Young. Chris Middleton is out there with Marvin Bagley. Then it's MP, and it's George in at the 3 slot. That's the 5 on the floor for the Wizards. Celtics trail by 13. Here's Brown.
Oh! Nice finish.
Man, big time right there.
Showing off his pure athleticism. Brown with a memorable finish.
How about that elevated look on the AT&T Connected Cam? Oh, MP throws it down.
Can you say immediate entry into the highlight reel? Woo, what a dunk, BA.
It's showtime now, man. They've built up a lead, and they're starting to rub it in. Pritchard from outside. Rebound, Washington. Bagley's got 6 rebounds in the game.
They really have a commanding lead, not just in points, but in rebounds as well.
Nifty move. Offensive rebound. Back to George. Pass to Young for 3. Tatum pulls it in. Tatum's got 6 rebounds here tonight. Here's White. Oh, send it home, Derek White.
Yeah, Tatum grabbed the floor and fed the best guy he could find.
And here's Young. They'll bring it up for the Washington Wizards. They lead by 11. MP, the pass to Young. Now here's George. Here's MP. White with the steal. Brown against George. And the jam by Brown.
Oh, he's flexing on that finish. These kind of buckets get Brown going.
MP against White. Outside Bagley. Bagley, a screen on White. Here's MP. And MP throws it down hard.
I almost can't believe what I saw. Incredible.
I'm speechless, man. I'm speechless. Celtics trail by 11. Outside Pritchard. Pass to Brown. Takes the three. It's rebounded by Washington. MP's got rebound number 5 here tonight. Ooh, the power move from MP.
Nice one-handed jam. Simple and effective, BA.
Hey, with the lead, I'm surprised he didn't come up with something a little more creative. Shoots from the elbow. Pass to Keita. Outside Tatum. Beyond the arc. The rebound by MP.
And he probably thought he was going to bury that one.
Outside Young. Off target from three-point range. Celtics trail by 13. And the foul called on MP. That'll get him his 4th foul of the game.
Now at 4 foul.
And for the Celtics, their shooting has been good. 54% on this one. On the floor for Boston, we've got Jason Tatum, and it's Hauser in at the 2-guard spot.
He was solid in the first half from deep. He's a guy who can get hot. Let's see how he does here in the second.
And here's MP from outside. Boston pulls it in. Here's Gonzalez. To the middle. Here's Walsh. Three-pointer, no good. Wizards leading by 4. From deep, MP. Garza grabs the board. Garza's got his 4th rebound in this one. Pass to Gonzalez. Back to Tatum. Shot is up. No good there, off the double clutch. Washington's gone 0 for 2 from outside here in the 4th quarter. It's stolen by Tatum. And the foul called on MP. That's a spin foul. Here's Pritchard. Out left to the wing. Outside Tatum. White looking it over. Three-pointer. Here's Keita. And give him another one. He's 6 of 8 and looking solid.
The battle of the boards has been something to watch.
White against MP. Bagley, a screen on White. Here's MP. Whoa! Unreal! That's what they came for.
Wow. Oh, man. He got fancy with that finish.
He may be trying to provide the spark they need to break this one open. Tatum from long range. It's rebounded by George. George has got 4 rebounds now. Here's MP. To the right side. To take the lead. Showing off his agility and touch inside. Trae Young.
Yeah, there's Trae Young getting it done inside.
Boston trailing. White on the wing. Fires the 3. The rebound by the Wizards. George has got 5 rebounds tonight.
He hit 1 3 in the first half, but he hasn't had anything since.
A nice rhythm to his game here late. He's hit 3 out of 4 this quarter, looking to put him over the top.
White, the pass to Brown. Oh, Oh, George with a steal. Now Young. MP outside. Deflects the pass. White with a steal. Ooh, here's White on the drive. Book it.
And you want him taking good shots at this point in the game. And that one was easy.
Yeah, it's clear why they go to him in these moments. They know he's going to deliver for him.
Now Bagley. Young fires. Yes, sir. From 13 feet.
You see the trust Young's guys have in him. When they need a bucket, he gets it for them.
Tatum with it. Pritchard outside. Takes a three. Now White. Another shot. A thunderous two-hander with authority.
And when the game is this close, you have to go all out.
He certainly understands his role. Oh, what a jam! Incredible thunder
I
finish.
haven't seen anything like that in a minute.
Wow. And so it's Pritchard who brings up the ball for Boston. Here's a pass to Tatum. Middleton rips down the board.
Great anticipation defensively. They were keyed in on him and ready to pounce. Just an important bucket from MP, and he knows it too.
Celtics trail by 5. A minute 29 left in the game. Now here's Tatum. Clock at 6. Peyton Pritchard. The three is off.
That's kind of a Hail Mary there. That's the mark of desperation.
MP drives in. And the foul on the shot. So he'll take 2 from the free throw line.
You see it mature beyond his years. MP sees the opening, does not hesitate.
And he ends up making the second. And that increases the lead to 6. Boston's shooting a nice 50% for the game. Takes it inside. Ooh, Tatum hammers it home off the dribble.
I do not care what kind of game he is having. In these moments, Tatum is just different.
Now Young. Outside MP. Middleton with a screen on White. Oh, MP! An emphatic finish.
And there are some big-time points from this young man. MP proving that he's the guy, but it's on the line.
And Joe Mazzulla calls timeout here. He wants their game plan to be crystal clear at this point. All right, let's check in with Allie LaForce.
Over the break, I listened in on Joe Mazzulla's huddle. Coach did everything he could to fire up his team, saying, quote, "This is where every one of you has to dig deep. It's going to come down to who wants it more. Anything to give his team an extra push to close the gap." Guys?
Thank you for that, Allie. And it's Washington on the break. And now they decide to foul intentionally. He drops the first one, and that makes it a 7-point lead. So he goes 2 for 2 at the line, and it's an 8-point ball game.
I hate to say it, but I'm pretty sure we can close the book on this one.
Yeah, they fought as hard as they could. Just wasn't in the cards tonight.
Just 1 second separating the shot clock and the game clock. Tatum! Ooh, the three doesn't go. MP against White. Young outside. MP. So it's Washington picking up the win. And this win shows they have the momentum so far in this series. Up 2 games to none now.
They just look so confident out there. They're playing selfless ball, and their chemistry has never looked better.
That'll do it for this broadcast of the NBA Eastern Conference semifinals. For Richard Jefferson.
Here with MP in the locker room, moments before the tip-off of Game 3. MP, there's been some chat on social media about a bug that's going around.
Yeah, I seen that.
So why don't you tell them how you feeling?
Okay, I mean, listen, it's simple. Y'all don't got to worry about your boy MP. I'm 100% locked in and ready to go.
See that, folks? He's doing just fine.
Yeah, better than fine, actually, Xander. I'm about to put on a show for all y'all tonight, so just keep watching. MP, out. Oh, man. This is ridiculous. I've been throwing up all day, bro.
Yeah, you might want to sit down.
You ain't never lied.
You been able to keep fluids down?
Not really. I've been working with the trainer, so I think I'm as good as I'm going to get right now.
You ever played a game this sick before?
One time in high school, I had strep throat. 103-degree fever. Yeah, fatigue, all of it. My mom was furious that I played.
Here's your mom. How'd you do?
Like what? Like in the game in high school?
Yeah, how'd you do?
Triple-double, bro.
Good. You serious?
You're dead serious, bro. I'm gonna try to see if I could tap into some of that magic tonight. Right after I go through work again.
Game 3, Eastern Conference Semifinals. The Washington Wizards come into Game 3 up 2-0 with a relentless desire thrust them to a third straight victory. The scenery change.
Welcome to Game 3, everyone. We're at 2-0 right now in the series. No panic, though, yet. It's the NBA playoffs on 2K Sports. Here with Greg Anthony and Doris Burke, this is Kevin Harlan. Take a look at the Wizards. They have a real opportunity here to take total control of this series with the win here tonight.
And that was all but ended. When you won the first 2 games, you know that victory in Game 3 all but punches your ticket to the conference final.
So a look at the starters for the Wizards. Chris Middleton is out there with George. Then it's MP. And it's Young. And it's Bagley in at center. And the basket by Tatum.
The rise and fire by Jason Tatum, ready to catch it and score it immediately.
MP kicks to George. Nice ball movement by Washington. Middleton with a screen for MP. 5 to shoot. And MP throws it down. And MP and crew fighting off a major illness that is spread like wildfire through the locker room. They're all sick.
Adrenaline can carry these guys only so far. And when you're fighting off an illness like they are, it is bound to take its effect at the later stages of the game.
Here's Middleton, and he finishes it off with a one-handed jam.
And good to see the hustle from Middleton here. He's a good partner to have on the break, and he's quick to get up the court.
Pass to Pritchard. Back to Tatum. Uses the glass to finish the layup.
Just setting the tone with an aggressive move to the rack. And where's the help defensively?
To me, that's a complete lack of communication on that side of the ball. These guys need to be talking to each other.
Now the fast break. Tatum with the ball. Got that one up quick.
Well, Jason Tatum has proven he can score at the NBA level, but you want to see him share the basketball pretty fast.
MP against White. MP deciding where to go with it. And MP throws it down hard.
Oh, man, MP to be young again.
And that great replay brought to us by the AT&T Connected Cam. The Celtics have gotten their first 3 shots to go in for them to start off this game. Here's Tatum. Good, and it's Tatum picking up the assist.
just love the unselfishness there. Keep the ball moving. Good things happen.
And just under 2.5 minutes elapsed here in the first. On the wing, MP. White covering. White against MP. Young outside. Off target from outside. And here's White. He'll bring it up for the Celtics. It's a 3-point game. Pritchard finds Tatum. Pritchard against Young. Pritchard gets the bucket. Pritchard's got 5 now.
Good way to start this game. You want to get him rolling as early as possible.
He's a guy who, if he gets hot, he can carry your offense for long stretches.
Oh, I dunk you very much.
he can really fly, and you combine that, Greg, with some nice penetration, too, and you've got 2 points. Here's Pritchard. Brown feeling out a bit. Lets it go from the wing. Bagley with the rebound.
That's a breakdown defensively right there. Look out.
I mean, that's a rugged play.
That's straight toughness. Well, great hustle from MP. That's recognizing an opportunity to beat everybody up the floor.
Outside Tatum. Yep, that one goes. 6 points for him.
Well, you see the effectiveness of Jason Tatum in close. Don't sleep on both his strength and his length.
Wizards trail by 3. Here's MP. They get the rebound. Tries again. And it's laid in by Bagley.
Well, this is a big part of his game. Creating offense for his team off the glass.
Outside White. Here's Cada. And that's good. A nice job in the glass as they pick up 2 on the second effort.
We see it over and over again. More teams sending activity to the offensive window, and it pays dividends.
Here's MP. Second shot opportunity. And it's White with the rebound. Boston leading by 3. Three-pointer, Pritchard. Down it goes. His third basket. He's now 3 for 4.
They've wasted no time settling into their offense.
For Washington, they've gone 6 of 10 from the field in this ballgame. Here's MP, and the dunk by MP.
Get used to seeing that over the next 10-plus seasons. MP taking flight.
And stolen by MP. Boom, he jams it straight down.
A move straight out of the circus. It's showtime.
Yeah, that might be too wild, in fact, Greg, for the circus.
And for his coach, holding his breath partly because of the spectacle and partly because he doesn't want him to miss.
Up top, Brown, defended by George. Just 5 on the clock. Pritchard from outside. Latrey gets the three-pointer to fall. Pritchard's got 11 points.
Boy, he's been so efficient in this one. That helps your team in so many ways when you can put it in the basket.
MP, good.
By the time this young man is done, MP could be one of the great scorers we've ever seen.
Out to White. Back to Tatum. That one goes in for him, too, making it look easy. He's now 4 for 4.
Great start for him. 4-4. He could be in for a big game.
Middleton outside. MP with a screen on Tatum. Middleton the pass to MP. And the dunk by MP.
This young kid's got some ups. MP throwing it down.
Celtics leading by 3. Pass to Tatum. Now here's White. And White with the stuff.
Not the kind of aggressive defense they need to cut into the lead.
Yeah, you have to protect the rim, Greg, a little better.
They're just too slow to react. You can't afford to sleepwalk through possessions. What's going on out there?
It's Brown on the wing. Over George. Brown, no good.
Not sure what the D was doing there. Clearly a breakdown. You can ill afford to give a guy like him that good a look.
And that one's good. Tatum.
You can see the team is just continuing to call his number. Until the defense figures it out, it ain't going to change.
The try by MP. And he gets it to go. 18 points for him.
And they are attacking the rim and getting great results.
Brown right side. And so the timeout by Joe Mazzulla here. Coach needs a moment to talk things over. And some changes here for the Celtics. Walsh is checked in. And it's Gonzalez in for Pritchard. The Celtics working the ball around now. Shoots the three. Pass to Walsh. Middleton against Tatum. Shot clock at 6. And it goes down 2 points. Tatum's got 12.
Somebody came to play tonight. 6 out of his first 7.
Here's MP. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. That's on Jaylen Brown.
And you talk about building a legacy. That's MP's mindset, not just for himself, but for this team.
Washington making some changes. Champagne's checked in. And it's Koulibaly in for Keyshawn George. Pass to Gonzalez. And here's Brown. In the corner. Tatum with it. They get it again. Brown kicks to Tatum. Another shot. No love that time with that miss. He is now 6 for 9.
Just doing the job on the backboard.
Pass to Walsh. Into the lane. And Keita gets it to go. Keita's got his 3rd basket of the night. All right, well, look at how the hustle game has been going for the Celtics.
I mean, they've come out aggressive defensively, getting into them and coming up with some cookies along the way.
And the other thing that's working for them tonight, getting out into the open floor. A lot of the damage coming in transition.
Tatum passes to Brown. Brown jams it in.
Oh, my goodness. How about that move by Jaylen Brown? That is spectacular.
MP outside. Pass to Young. He's looking for MP and finds him. Boston leading by 8. Now Brown. 151 left to play here in the first, and he can't extend the lead to double digits.
You know, he made an easy shot so much harder, and it really cost him the bucket, guys.
Outside Tatum. Lets it go from 11. Well, the grimace of pain tells it all. He's hurt, and let's hope he's okay.
And boy, this really doesn't look good. That's just the way it happened.
Boy, it's got to be so frustrating for him. As hard as he has worked, doing everything he can to help his team, just heartbreaking.
For the Wizards, Gill is checked in for Marvin Bagley. Johnson. Long range from the inbound. Hauser misses. And so MP will bring it up for the Wizards. This team has been cruising through these playoffs. Just one loss so far.
Yeah, they've ripped through the postseason thus far, arguably playing their best basketball of the season. That's what you want this time of year.
So on the floor for Washington, Chris Middleton is out there with Keyshawn George. Then it's Trae Young. Then it's Koulibaly. And it's MP in at the shooting guard. Let's go courtside. There's some news on Jason Tatum. Allie, what's the status?
Hey guys, the head athletic trainer of the Celtics was able to update me on the situation. I was told it's a knee sprain. Not great news by any stretch, but luckily it wasn't anything major. And it's almost certain that will mean the end of the playoffs for him. A difficult way for his season to come to an end, guys.
Allie, thanks as always.
It is, and nobody wants to miss any time. Obviously, everybody wants to be out there contributing, but sometimes you got to be patient. You have to make health a priority, get the results, and then put your plan in place.
Now we'll hear from Allie LaForce, and she's got a story for us. An update. Allie?
Well, MP in the last matchup against the Celtics put on a show. He had 46 points, and he was his usual self on the glass, piling up the rebounds. A game that nobody will soon forget, that's for sure. How is he going to follow that up tonight? We'll see, guys.
Nice work there, Allie. Thank you. It's going to be interesting to see how he follows up that performance.
Yeah, he was the driving force behind that victory, but each night comes with different challenges.
What you love about this guy, though, is even when the defense adjusts to what he's doing, he'll make an adjustment right back. He is always ready with a counter.
Left side, George. Buck three. And it's Derek White with the rebound. White's got 5 rebounds tonight. That puts them in the lead. Walsh has got 4 points now in the quarter.
Yeah, the chemistry has been terrific. Really impressed with their offensive execution.
MP dishes to Young. Good, and the assist goes to MP.
Nice job capitalizing down there. Young good at probing inside and finding some space.
Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. Now let's take a moment to get your guys' take on the scoring so far for the Wizards.
A lot of high motor play from them in this one, allowing them to kind of charge through the defense and find good looks.
And they've also shown dominance in the paint so far tonight, really putting the work in down low.
Brown is checked in for the Celtics.
And he's an automatic finisher when he gets into that area.
He is, and he picks the simple one-hand stuff to get the 2 points. Middleton, a screen on White. In the corner, George with it. Pushing it up. There's the lob to Brown. George with the steal. White against MP. Bagley sends a screen for MP. Down low. And finish off by Bagley.
Yeah, ferocious at the rim. Bagley can finish with power or finesse.
Boston's gone 0-3 from beyond the arc to start the second quarter. And the foul called on MP. That'll be his second foul of the game.
Another foul would give him 3 before the half. Something to keep an eye on, guys.
Wizards on D. They trail by 1. Pass to White. Outside Gonzalez. Back to White. Pocket 6. Second chance shot. And it's good on the way in.
Derek White, tremendous finisher in the painted area. Just drops it in softly.
And Brian Keefe wants a timeout. He made the decision to huddle up with his guys and talk about strategy. Wizards trail by 3. Here's MP. Rebound Boston. White's got his 6th rebound on the night. Brown on the move. Pass to Garza. Washington with the rebound. It was a big win for them, coming off Tuesday's match.
And I credit the shot selection in that one. It's hard to stay patient, but you see the reward.
Well, typically, Greg, great decision-making leads to great shooting percentages. I thought that team played a very smart game.
Here's Brown. Pass to Hauser. And it's good off the back of the rim and in. Hauser's got his first points of the night.
And this is outstanding vision by Jaylen Brown. This guy dishing the ball beautifully to his teammates.
Here's MP. And it's Derek White with the rebound.